Today is Sunday, the 6th of December. Tomorrow morning, the official conference of parties will start. Today was the second and last day of the G77 preparatory meeting, where they discussed what their position will be in the negotiations going forward, and discussed what is going to happen when the ministers come at the high-level segment. And now we're going to have a heads of state segment, which is going to be the high level, and we will have different COP presidents taking charge of the different processes. The minister will take charge of the first part, and then the Prime Minister of Denmark will take charge of the final part. The Danish Prime Minister has floated a political agreement text which he has shared but not given out officially. At the same time, the Chinese government has invited a number of countries, particularly India, Brazil, and South Africa, to Beijing recently, where they have floated an alternative text which they shared with the G77 today. It's not very clear what is going to happen, whether the negotiating text that has been worked on for all these months, lastly in Barcelona and now in Copenhagen, will be used, or it will be thrown out and a political agreement will be used as the text when the ministers and heads of state come. But we have at least another week worth of negotiating to be done, so perhaps some of the negotiating text will be agreed on, and then we'll make it into the final agreement. Whether the final agreement is a political agreement or a legally binding agreement is still very much up in the air. So there's everything to play for here in Copenhagen over the next 2 weeks. The first week will be negotiations, the second week will be high level, and then the heads of state. And it's very unclear as to what we will have at the end of that process, whether or not there will be an agreement, and if so, what kind of an agreement that will be. So keep watching this space, and I'll keep giving you a daily update of progress, particularly from the perspective of the vulnerable countries and the issue of adaptation, which is of their concern.